What's up, y'all? Today I want to share with you guys a book that I listened to recently, and it's called The Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. Now, I got this recommendation of exploring Neville Goddard from a famous YouTuber in the reality creation manifestation space, Quasi Joe here, and I can definitely see why. This book was written in the 1940s, but still holds a lot of truth that can definitely be very applicable and could change our lives. And I'm going to be sharing the top 3 lessons that I learned from him. And without further ado, let's start it. Lesson number 1. Our reality will be whatever our conscious mind feels to be true. And that's because of how our conscious mind and our subconscious mind works. And in the book, they explain that the conscious mind is the male, creates the idea, and impresses its ideas into the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is like the female, and it will receive the idea and it will express whatever idea that the conscious mind takes and express it into reality. So the takeaway I got about this is that we need to be very careful of what the conscious mind thinks and feels to be true. Because whatever it thinks, it will be expressed into reality. If the conscious mind thinks life is hard and money is difficult to make and everything is just so difficult, then that's what will actually manifest. But if we think that life is fun, making money is great, then that's what's going to be impressed into the subconscious. That's what's going to be actually manifested into the reality. And a quick little metaphor that I like to think about this is that almost the conscious mind is like a parent and the subconscious mind is like a child. And the child will accept whatever the parent says. And a great example of this is like Christmas, thinking of Santa. The parent feels that Santa is true when we were young kids. Right? They will set up the Christmas tree. They will set out the milk and cookies. They will write back the letter from Santa. They will give you a lot of cool presents. And because of that, the kid believes in Santa and it manifests into reality that Santa is real, even though he may or may not be real. And then at some point in time, the parent goes, all right, I'm tired about this. I don't want to give so much cool presents. I don't have time to write a letter back. I'm not going to leave out the milk and cookies. And slowly over time, the subconscious, the kid believes, all right, I guess Santa is not real. So takeaway is we have to be very careful of what our conscious mind thinks and feels, because that's what's going to be expressed into our reality. Lesson number 2. Think only in the feeling that you seek to realize, meaning you need to already think of the end state, begin with the end in mind, and live on that conviction that, hey, we are operating from the state that our goal has already been achieved. We are already rich. We are already fit. We are already smart. Whatever it is that you want, you have to operate from the desired end state, and you have to act with conviction. Now, I know what you guys are all thinking, because I thought about it too. How do you think yourself as rich if you've never been rich? How do you think of yourself as fit if you've never been fit? Now, Neville doesn't really give you practical tips, but it does kind of make sense that you have to think from the end state. And the way I like to think about this is that we all have achieved in our lives things that we've actually never been before. For example, I'm assuming that everyone had the opportunity to go to school and potentially had the option to go to college. And we've actually never graduated. We actually never went to college before we actually made it a goal to go to college. But how do we achieve that goal? Well, we knew what it would take because, 1, we had a system and list of what we need to do. We need to graduate high school. We need to prepare for our apps. We need to do well on our SATs. We're going to be talking to our college counselors. We're going to be talking to parents who have already maybe gone to college themselves. We're going to be talking to other students, upperclassmen who have achieved what we want to achieve. By taking in all this data, we are actually studying hard, we are actually able to execute and graduate high school and go to college. And that's actually feeling as if the goal was already going to be ours. We are going to go to college. That's a no-brainer. So that's pretty much how we have to think about how we're going to achieve our other goals that we have currently in our lives, whether that's going to be, we're going to be rich, we're going to be fit, we're going to be smart, whatever it is, we're going to be more creative. We need to find the resources as we did when we went to college. We're going to need to find out the systems. We're going to need to find out people who have achieved what we wanted to achieve. We need to know the mindset that they have. We need to know what they do on a day-to-day basis, the pitfalls. By creating a game plan and the mindset of all of that, and we will be able to create the data set for us to actually feel what it will take to achieve that desired end state. And we'll be one step closer to actually achieving that. Lesson number 3. Use sleep to influence your subconscious to affect your reality. Now, Neville says that before we go to sleep, we need to think of the desired end state already achieved, such that we will be able to impress upon it that, hey, this is real. We have achieved what we want to achieve. Because as we've learned in the previous couple lessons, is the power of what we think can definitely influence our subconscious, which will manifest into reality. So pretty much Neville will say we need to plant good, positive seeds into our subconscious so that it will grow into our desired results. So those are the 3 lessons that I got from Neville Goddard's The Feeling is the Secret. I think this is a phenomenal book of feeling our way to our desired end state. And I would recommend it to anyone. The only qualms I have with this book is that it doesn't really give you real tactical tips on how to actually achieve all of the feelings of the desired end state, but I do still like a lot of the principles. So what I want to do is I want to combine a lot of the principles that we learned and lessons that we learned today and combine them with a lot of the practical personal development books I've read, so that it would actually be much more easier for us to feel our way into our desired end state and goals. So stay tuned for that. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for listening. Feel free to give it a like, consider subscribing. But until next time, guys, much love. Peace.